In order to make this basic, simple sponge cake, also known as a Genoise sponge, you'll find all of the ingredients listed in the down bar below this video. Firstly, you just need to prepare your tin. Brush the entire inside of your tin with melted butter. Then sprinkle in some flour and just shake the pan around so that you can cover the butter entirely. It should leave a nice coating. Once it's all coated, just tap lightly and tip it upside down to remove the excess. You then need a bain-marie, which is basically a saucepan with some water in the bottom and a bowl that sits on top. Firstly, you want to put your water onto the heat and you want to bring it to a simmer. Once that's simmering, you then want to put your bowl on top, which contains sugar and eggs. Then take a whisk. All you want to do over the heat is just stir and lightly whisk for about 3 or 4 minutes. Now remove that from the heat, and all you need to do now is take an electric whisk and you want to whisk on a high speed for about 15 minutes. Just until it forms these nice thick ribbons when you lift your whisk up out of the bowl. So all that's left to do then is incorporate our flour. So just sift your flour onto a piece of baking paper or parchment paper like this. Pick it up and you want to sprinkle over the top about 1/3 of your flour, all over the top. You then want to take a spatula and we're just going to fold it in. So the motion you want to use is cut down through the middle, run it along the bottom, up the side and round. So you want to come down, up, over like that. And you want to keep doing that and you want to do it whilst twisting your bowl in the opposite direction. You can tilt your bowl every so often to make sure you're really paying attention to the bottom where the flour tends to accumulate. Once that seems to be folded in, you want to do the same with the next third. Fold it in exactly the same way. Again, really pay attention to the bottom where the flour tends to accumulate and try to bring it up. And then the final third. And fold that in. Just before you get to the stage where your flour is completely incorporated, you want to add your butter if you're adding it. So butter is always optional in this type of sponge. You can just add it if you'd like some added moisture and some added flavour. All you need to do is melt it at the beginning. And at this stage, all you want to do is take about a spoon of your mixture, add it to the butter, mix it around, sort of fold it in. Then pour it all back into your mixture and fold it in exactly the same way. This is also the time to add some, if you're adding it, some vanilla extract or a bit of lemon zest or the seeds of a vanilla bean. And as soon as that's folded in, all you need to do is scrape it into your prepared tin. Flatten it out, roughly. And then you just want to bake that in a preheated oven at about 175 degrees for around about 25 minutes. It may take a little bit less or it may take a little bit longer. You want to do it until the centre is springy to touch and until the edges just begin to shrink in from the sides. So I've removed my sponge from the oven. I've left it to cool for a few minutes. Then just take a spatula and you just want to run it around the edge. It should be fairly easy. It shouldn't be stuck anywhere anyhow. Then all you need to do is take a wire rack, put it upside down, turn it upside down like that, and your cake should lift out quite easily. Then you just want to tip it up the right way and leave it to cool. If you don't need to use it today, you can wrap it in a cling film or tin foil and you can freeze it for up to a month. Then just remove it, let it defrost for an hour or so, and it's perfectly fresh. Of course you can use this in any of your own recipes. There's hardly any fat in it, so it's at its absolute best if you brush it with a sugar syrup. I'll leave that short video linked in the down bar, so easy and quick to make. You can then layer it with a nice chantilly cream or a diplomat cream like they do here all the time in Italy. It's delicious. I'll make another video in which I show you that combination. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos in which I simplify French patisserie. You'll find basics videos like this one, where I make the basic sponges, creams, pastries, and then you'll find the videos in which I use these basics to make classic French patisseries. So this sponge, for example, you'll find featuring in recipes with various gâteaux, petit fours, and then you'll also find videos where I make things like macaroons, tarts, millefeuille, pain au chocolat, chocolates, and everything you can imagine. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.